Hello children, today we are going to discuss the lesson heat and its effect. Children, in the beginning, like in 18th century, people were thinking heat is like a fluid. It flows from one place to other place and they have given the name caloric. Okay, but later on, in 19th century, Count Rumford and James Prescott they have proved that this is not fluid, this is a kind of energy. Okay, not fluid, it's a type of energy and we call it thermal energy. Okay, heat energy is also called thermal energy. Now, is this clear? And heat energy is therefore we also say the heat energy is therefore the energy of movement of molecule. Also, what do we call heat energy? Movement of molecules. I am going to tell you now effects of heat. First effect is heat causes increase in temperature. Increase in temperature when we rub our hand. Okay. Other example I am taking, like when we boil the water, what happens? Water become hot, so we can say heat causes increase in temperature. Second is heat causes change of state. When we heat solid, that turns into liquid. When we heat liquid, then it turns into gaseous form. Children, you know when ice is very like ice, it is in solid form. When we take it out from fridge or freezer, what happens? It gets heat and turns liquid, ice. Okay, and it turns in liquid form, that is water. And when we heat this water, what happens? It turns into its gaseous form. Okay, so heat causes change of state. Heat causes change of state from solid to liquid and liquid to gas. Okay, children. Now third effect is heat causes chemical change. Many chemical reaction takes place when we heat a substance. Okay, so heat causes chemical change. Like when we cook food. When we cook food, what happens? Whatever the food before cooking, and it entirely changes after cooking. One more example we can also take, like burning of paper. So burning is what? Or like burning, or we can say, okay, it is also a kind of chemical change. Now next is like when in this I am going to give you one more example, like when we cook vegetables and making chapatis. So all they because of heat, what happens? That it becomes chemical change. Like chapati, we cannot get it back, so that it is a kind of chemical change. Next is heat affects living organisms. Very important. We want a particular temperature to live. If it is very low, we cannot survive in that low temperature. That is why on earth the life is there. And children, like if we pour hot water in ponds, what will happen? The living life would be vanished. Okay. Now I am going to tell you that one of the effect of heat, that is expansion. Okay, as I told you, heat effects on expansion. So first we are going to discuss about expansion. What happens in expansion? In molecular form, I am going to tell you, suppose this is solid. All molecules, they are very closely packed, and the intermolecular force between two molecules is very strong. They are holding each other very tightly. But when we are going to heat it, okay, when we are going to heat it, what will happen? These molecules, they will get energy and they start vibrating. They will start vibrating and they hit each other. Okay, and the space would be created. When space is created means the solid turns into liquid. Solid turns into liquid, and also in the beginning, what happened? Very little space is created in the beginning. Okay, when it is getting heat, so very little space is increased, and we can say that expansion has taken place. What has taken place? Expansion. Okay, just you see, it was like here, but now a little expansion has taken place. This I will show you with the help of one experiment. Okay, take the ring and ball apparatus. This is ring and ball apparatus. Okay, with the chain, the ball is hanging, and this is ring. Okay, from this ring, this ball is going down easily. This is ring, and from this, what, the ball is going down easily. Now we are going to heat it. See what is happening. We have heated it. Okay. This is ring. Now this ball, same ring. Okay, the diameter of the ring is same, but now the ball is fixed and not going. This is ball. Why it is not going or passing through this ring? Because the ball size is increased. Why it is increased? Due to heating, and this is what? Expansion. What do we call it? Expansion. When we heat a substance, the movement of its molecule increases. This increases the average distance between the molecule. I told you already. The space occupied by the molecule, that is the volume of the substance. Its volume increases. We say that heat causes expansion. So, expansion takes place in solid, liquid and gaseous form. I have told you about solid. Now I am going to tell you about liquids. Expansion in liquids. Expansion in liquids. What we will do, we will take round bottom flask. This is round bottom flask. Okay. We will put the cork here, and we will one glass pipe we will fix in it. Okay. Now what we will do, this is glass. we are going to fill a flask up to the brim. This is brim. Okay, this is brim. We are going to fill the liquid or water, we say. We will take rubber cord with the hole in it and insert it in it. Okay? A narrow tube into the hole. Fix the cord firmly in the mouth of the flask. The liquid will rise a little in the tube. Okay, thoda sa just you see the liquid will come in the tube. And rest is liquid. Children, this point you pay attention. Or increase the point right till here. Okay. This is the point till here. The water is there when we have fixed this tube. Okay, now heat the liquid. We are going to heat the liquid from the bottom. Okay, we are heating it. We will notice that the level of the liquid in the tube goes down. This level is going down. यहाँ तक आ गया. Why this has happened? First it goes down a little and then starts rising, and again it will start rising. फिर से ऊपर जाए. Okay. It goes down initially as the flask gets heated. This flask first gets heated and expands. This is solid glass and expands. That is why it comes down. Its size increases. That is why it is coming down. But when liquid start boiling, okay, and as you know, I told you, liquids, okay, gap is there. When they attain the heat energy, what will do? They will move, and where they are getting placed in this pipe, they start moving in the pipe. That is why we see that the level is rising. Okay, expands. Okay, when the heat reaches the liquid, it expands. Its level in the tube goes up. When we cool down, same, it will come down to the same level. Okay, if we increase the length of the tube, we will find it increased. But when we cool down, again it will come to this level. So it is clear. Liquid expands on heating. Now third, we are going to discuss gases. They also expand. Okay. Very simple experiment I am telling you. You take a bottle. Okay. So, and put water in it. And just put the balloon, deflated balloon. You put. What you will see when you heat this water? What you will see, the water boil and the vapor will go up and they fill, and this balloon will inflate. This balloon will inflate. Other experiment I am telling you, expansion in gases. Gases. Okay. What we will do, the same flask, round bottom flask we will take, fix the flask to a stand in an upside down position. In which position we are going to fix it? Like this is the flask, upside down position. This is upside down position over a beaker of water. This is beaker. We are going to put the stand. This is beaker, and in this beaker we are going to put water. Okay, water is there. Okay, a beaker of water so that the glass tube dips inside the water, and we have same manner. The glass tube is there. This glass tube is dipped in water. Okay. As the air in the flask, inside the water, heat the flask at the top, and we are going to give the heat from here to the flask. Okay, heat the flask at the top as the air in the flask, air is there, will expand due to heat. It will start escaping. It is getting place only from here. It will move out from here and it will go into the water. We can see the bubbles are coming in the water. Okay, it escapes out of the flask through the tube into the beaker containing water. Bubbles of air can be seen in the water. Now cool the flask. As the air inside the flask contracts, the water rises up. And when we cool it down, what will happen? Again the molecule come like closer. Okay, and this again become empty because the air which was filled here in the tube will go back and water level will rise. The water which was present here will go up. This tells what? This shows that gas like air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Children, I am going to tell you the examples of expansion around us. Very interesting. First is automatic fire alarm. Automatic fire alarm. It is made up of two metals strip. One is bronze, other is iron. Okay. So automatic fire alarm we use bimetallic strip. Now the alarm contains two metal strips, one of iron and other is of brass. Okay. I am drawing this. This is iron. Okay, and this is what? Brass. You know, brass melting point is low, means it expands more than the iron. Expansion of brass is more than the iron. Okay, now what are we going to do? We are going to, this is alarm. We are going to attach it with a cell, and there is a electric bell here. It is electric. Okay, electric bell is there. Now this electric bell is attached with a pivot. This is pivot. It's made of metal, iron, like this. Okay. Now what will happen? Suppose any place, it is in any shop and that shop thing is into fire. What will happen? Heat will produce. When heat will produce, what will happen? Both are getting the same heat, amount of heat, but this, as I told you, expand more. Its melting point is less. So what will happen? It will expand. ठीक है? यहाँ से expand होगा. And because it is not expanding that much, so it will take curve. It will take curve. Okay? Is this clear? And when it will curve like this, and touching this bit, and then the circuit is complete, and this ring will start buzzing. Okay, so here what are we using? Expansion we are using. Okay, so I am again telling you, when this bimetallic strip gets heated because of fire, it bends on the side of iron. As it bends, the circuit of the electric bell is completed. the bell starts ringing to give the alarm. That's all. Now second example I am giving you children, like sometimes like jam bottle. Jam bottle, all you have seen. What happens? The lid becomes tight. In winters especially, because on cooling it becomes tight. So what we do, we put the upper portion in hot water. What happened? This lid expand and we can open it. So in future, if lid is tight, we can open it by putting in hot water only the upper portion. Okay? The metal cap expands on heating and loosens. Now in summer, very interesting thing. In summer, electric cable wires you have seen at the roadside. These are poles and these are cable wires. Okay, you have seen they are sagging, ऐसे लटकते रहते, sagging. But in winters you will find they become tight. Why? Same reason, expansion. ठीक है, ऐसे tight हो जाते. Or in summer they like expand, they become loose, and in winter they become taut because they on cooling they contract. If anybody is putting these wires in winter, so how are they going to put, like this or like this? Why like this? Because in summer if we are putting wires, we are going to put it like this. So again I'm sorry. In summer if we are putting, ठीक है, तो हम लोग कम सेट करेंगे, because वो we will sag it. Why? Because in winter they will cool down and become taut, sometimes very tight, and it can break also. Is this clear? So in summers when we are putting these wires, so we will sag it later. Now come to the next. Railway line everybody has seen. Okay, these are railway tracks. Children, you have seen between two rails the gap is there. Why do they leave gaps? And then they tie it with the plate. Okay. Why do they leave the gaps? Just you can see also in the picture. The railway tracks over which trains run are made of iron. These tracks are made of iron. During summer, the iron expands. To allow this expansion, okay, that they expand. If the engineer, if he is going to join them like this, so what will happen in winter? They will come when the train will pass, what will happen? Due to friction, it heats up and both are going to expand and it will be like this. Okay, like this, and accident can take place. To allow this expansion, space has to be left between two sections of the rail tracks. If this is not done, expansion of the track can cause them to bend. This can cause serious accident. One more interesting, like bridges. All you have seen bridges. Okay, like there is a pillar and here also. Okay, the bridge is there. One part they fix here. Okay, one side they fix here, but other side they put on roller. Why they put it on roller? So in summers the expansion. In similar way, in the steel bridges, one end made to rest on rollers with enough space provide for expansion during summer. This steel bridge, if expand, so it can roll on these rollers, so it cannot break. Okay, when very hot, one more example I am going to give you. like glass. Okay. When we pour very hot liquid in it, what happens? Inner is getting heat and inner part is expanding and outer side is not expanding. So what happens that time? Crack takes place and glass breaks down. Okay? When very hot liquid is poured in a glass, the glass sometimes cracks. This happens because the inner wall gets heated first and expand, but the outer wall remain unchanged. The resulting strain cracks the glass. Nowadays, children, we are using very fine glasses which can afford like type of glass which expand very little when heated. Okay, due to their low expansion, they do not crack. And what do we call these glass? Pyrex glass. In class 8, we will learn about Pyrex glass. Okay, children? Thank you. That's all.